Oh man, welcome to the maze where amazing things can happen. As you can see, I'm not in the US right now. I'm in Aruba, my guy. I'm sitting in front of the beach, the Eagle Beach. It's about to, a storm is on the horizon, so fun stuff. You got Coco Loco in the background right there. You know what I mean? So this is just like a little introductory to the YouTube, to the channel, what I'm about to be about, and the whole little rundown, because as we day by day we're supposed to evolve and get better. You feel what I'm saying? So, first question is describe yourself in 3 words and why. I'll say interesting, determined, and interesting, determined, and interesting, deterring, and persistent. Interesting in the way of I say I'm a simple guy, but I have complex, complex, um, complex behaviors, if you will. So at times I would expect somebody to know something, even if they don't. Or just like them being around me, I hold them to a higher standards type of deal, right? Determined in the way of if I make a goal or set something out, it has to be done. Like I make sure it has to be done no matter what. If like for instance, if I have a financial goal, I run numbers. My cousin and I, we always talk about numbers. Remember this quote: "People lie, numbers don't." So, financial wise, if I have a goal, I make sure I run the numbers, check what boxes I have to check off. So, for instance, if it's like 10 grand for the year, just do a breakdown of each week of how much I would need to get to that 10 grand from each check I get paid bi-weekly. So, just a rundown like that. And the third one was interesting, determined, and driven or motivated. So it's either or. Um, that wasn't even it, was it? Persistent. I'm persistent because I feel like I have to get is what I feel is for me. So, I just take the necessary step that I feel, and I'll ask for guidance if I need it. Um, so, oh man, this is actually a good song for my dogs. Where I was born and raised. I was born in Jamaica, St. Catherine, Jamaica. It was actually the first capital of Jamaica before they turned it into Kingston. I do not remember the year that was transitioned over. I was born in Spanish Town Hospital. Like everything Spanish Town I went to. I went to Spanish Town Basic School, which is elementary in America. I went to Spanish Town Primary, which is basically middle school, and I went to Spanish Town High. I only went there for a year. But all of that is I'm all Spanish Town out kid. But I grew up in Brooklyn. I came to America in April 22nd, 2003. Um, I came with my brother, which is 3 years older than me, my brother above me, and my dad. So that was this year is 20 years. This is 2023, so 20 years. So it's been very interesting. I went back to Jamaica to live actually in 2006 to 2010, but each summer I would still come to America, come to Brooklyn, have fun stuff. Yo, this is a great verse through and through from SZA, cause it's so facts. Like us guys lie to other girls to say, yo, you're not gonna get this, but with certain girls they get all of it, which is so facts. But hey, besides the point. So YouTube, why YouTube? YouTube is is a multicultural thing that it's not a tough science, and everyone uses it. My mom uses it. My dad uses it. Everyone uses YouTube in some way, shape, or form. So to put out my words and my adventures and all that fun stuff is just it's easy and a useful tool. Next question: what's my favorite show? Favorite movie? Slash movie. My favorite show of all time would definitely be Suits. If you don't know, check it out. Suits for sure. Absolutely phenomenal. That's where I met Meghan Markle before she turned to Harry and all that fun stuff. But I have a few. I have that one. I have one called Grimm that got discontinued. I used to watch Hannibal, 90 Day Fiance. That my boy Big Ed and Ange. Tune into that for sure. What else? Some other good things I watch. Mr. In Between. It's an Australian comedy drama. This guy has like anger issues and it's just something interesting. I don't typically watch the typical shows everyone watch, like Power. I only watch like a few episodes of that. Empire, same thing. Like Game of Thrones, never even watch an episode of that. I don't. It's just not for me. In terms of somebody, if like the majority is watching it, I can't watch it for some weird reason. That's just how I am. I just can't watch it. Yeah, You on Netflix, that was cool. The last season was kind of like interesting and kind of whack at the same time. Favorite movie? Definitely John Wick. Definitely John Wick. The Great Gatsby, the book and the movie, phenomenal. Leonardo DiCaprio definitely um, was a top tier moment within that. The book is phenomenal as well. What other movies? Um, I'm blanking on movies, but I love a lot of movies. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a movie kind of guy. Definitely John Wick. The Avengers, Iron Man's favorite superhero, so Iron Man, Hulk, all those, the Avengers, stuff like that. Um, where do I see myself in 5 years? Um, they say when man is planning, God laughs, right? But let's just put something out there. 5 year time. Right now I'm 26. 5 years from now, 32. 32. That was bad math. That's actually 31. 31, right? 5 years. Let's say potentially married. Um, that's 5 years. I don't know when that would happen. So let's say I get married. I meet the lady next year, right? Let's do a 3 year span. So 29. Like a year, 2 years married, and then 20, 30, 31 and a half or so, or 32, start a family, right? So that's 6 years out. I'm still gonna be in my field for sure, which is construction. Private sector, my boy, private sector. Um, what else? I guess buy some property. Buy some property, make sure I have a family structured around me, and just build around me. Build around me as in like, if I'm going up, I'm bringing my boys with me for sure. And I always bring my boys. I will never leave those guys out. Them boys is my brother, man. We known each other since middle school. It's like 12 years. Some high school. Like half our lives we knew each other, which is very crazy, and it's a beautiful thing that we're all still friends. Like today, I'm recording this. This is October 30th. Today's my boy's birthday. Kyle, shout out to you, my boy. Um, what else? One cool thing you have done in life. One cool thing I've done in life. I feel like I've done a lot of cool things. Um, I travel by myself. Not a lot of people can do that. Not a lot of people are courageous enough. This is Aruba by myself. Last year did Germany by myself, 2022. I did Canada by myself. Did a cruise to Bahamas by myself. So it just, I think solo trip. Can you shut up? So yeah, I feel like that's one of the cool things I've done. Because everyone just like, you go by yourself? Oh my gosh, I'd be so scared. But I don't live in fear, so you get the gist of that. My favorite cartoon, 100% 90s baby. I have to go with Tom and Jerry. And like a few months ago or a while back, I actually realized. I feel like that's why I like classical music. Like like it's all smoke when Tom and Jerry comes on, right? But it's also the music behind it. The piano, the violins, the trumpets, the trombones, the bass, the drums, the triangle, all of that. So just like the tuba. So I know a little bit about instruments. I had like a few weeks of dabbling with a trumpet in middle school, but that doesn't count for anything, does it? But it's the music behind it, because a lot of people don't know like classical music is actually like a great tool that a lot of people don't even use. Classical music is great for the development of a baby within the mother's stomach, of course. Um, for studying, it helps you focus. It actually helps with you being creative when you listen to classical music. It helps you sleep, and there's like a lot of benefits to it, which a lot of people actually don't utilize. So, with that being said, type of music I listen to is classical music, jazz. I'll dabble in jazz, rap, as you hear, hip hop, R&B, reggae, dancehall. Not a big soca fan, and a lot of people will bash me for that. It's not because I'm Jamaican, because Jamaica have soca fets too and all that fun stuff. I will listen to soca music because my boys are DJs, but to have it on my phone personally, that will never happen. It just won't happen. But I will listen to it. Is he playing that album? Oh, my boy is playing all the dogs right now. Oh man, he a real one for this. Coco Loco. If you in Aruba, come to Eagle Beach, Eagle Beach, Coco Loco. You know what I mean? For all the dogs. Um, but for the, I'll say my next question for myself, because I didn't really have much. Um, what's my next few trips? 2024. I'm feeling Dubai. I'm feeling Dubai. I'm feeling like I want a camel type of deal, you know? Turks for my birthday. That's July 4th. It's a Wednesday, take Thursday, Friday off. Go to Turks. Go to Turks for my birthday. And potentially Greece. Maybe Greece in like March or something. Um, in something. Um, but yeah, next year my grandfather's retiring. So that's something. A little background about me. Uh, this is should have done this in the beginning. But hey, we're already here. We're gonna go in different direction, but we're still gonna be in the same place. If that makes sense, you know. Though you gotta go on a tangent, but gotta reel you back in. You know what I mean? So it's just like fishing. I don't know if you've ever been fishing, but you cast a line, and you get something's on something, then you reel them back. You reel them in, right? So a little background. I'm the youngest of 5 boys. I have 4 brothers, 0 sisters. Um, I don't know how many aunts I got. I don't remember how many uncles I got. Um, so yeah, I got 4 nephews. Is it 4? I got 4 nephews. I have 1 niece. Love that girl to death. Talking about my niece, this is actually a promo, like the beginning of a promotion for my book. I have a book called I Should Cry More. It's actually being released on my niece's birthday, which is save the date, okay? December 11th. It's a Monday. A friend of mine, I asked her what date. She never asked what's the significance of the date. Although I'm just like, what date should I pick? She was just like something of significance. I gave her my mother's birthday, which is November 22nd, which is a Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, and I gave her December 11th. So I'm just like, hey, what day? And she was just like, what was significant? I'm just like, both are. So she was just like, December. So I'm just like, why? and she said, "In the end, um, it's a beginning." So December is the end of the calendar year, right? So it's the end of the calendar year, but it's the beginning of the world knowing my words, my masterpiece, my artwork, my compilation, my collection of words, if you will. And it just brought me back to a quote from Mr. and Mrs. Smith when he was, which is Brad Pitt driving on a bridge, and he was just like, "In the end, you think about the beginning." So ultimately, this podcast slash vlog, and it will consist of traveling for sure. Talk with the guys. This is ultimately to get a inside look on just like certain topics that guys, that a lot of people don't have with guys. They're just like get a inside look from guys, as in like brothers, or just like a guy to a girl, or just friends. A lot of conversations aren't talked about in our community. In our community of like feelings, anxiety, depression, financial wise. Because financial wise, I feel like taps into all of those. Because hey, I'm on vacation by myself, but for instance, my boys couldn't do that because of the financial situation. Then they watch my video and be like, "Ah, oh, damn, I wish I could have made it." But it's an understanding thing, and I love this song actually. Amen. Second song on the album. So it's just things like that. I just want to open up the door, like in the book. I wrote an opening letter to the reader, obviously telling them thank you. First line is thank you, excuse me, for you that's reading this, and in the end, I'm just like, this is a beginning. This is a beginner's like idea to have a conversation. I'm just like trying to get the understanding of men. Not really understanding, but like having the conversation. I'm just like, how do you feel about this? I have a piece that's not in a book. It's called Cherry Blossom, and Cherry Blossom is ultimately, people would anticipate and be there when things are good, but no one wants to be there in the mess. So Google Cherry Blossom. Is a beautiful plant, absolutely beautiful, but it just like when breeze blows and rain falls, it creates an absolute mess on the street, on the ground, and just like a lot of people don't want to clean that up. So people want to be there for the good time, but not the bad times, right? Just to give you a little rundown, a few things I've written about in the book. My name is Trayvon Brown, but I wrote a piece to Trayvon Martin, because everybody associates because of the Trayvon thing. No matter where I go, it's basically connected to me. So I actually wrote a piece, and just to give you a rundown of that, ultimately I feel because we have a similar name, although spelled different background. He's older and the whole 9 yards, but because of the name, at some times within the piece I've said like, I feel like I'm the one that gave him the Arizona. I'm the one that gave him the Skittle, like putting myself like in the notion of what he had. It's just like I feel like I'm the one that set him up, although I'm younger, and like he's like an older brother, but like he went to the store and got it for me, and like I'm the reason like ultimately he got killed, if that makes sense. So it was just like things like that. My great grandfather, him passing, the story of him and my great grandmother, the love for my mom. This book is divided into three pieces. So three relationships. So behind that, and it's just like a whole fun stuff. So that's just a little rundown. This rain hasn't came, but is very much close by, as you can see. It's right there. Not even on the horizon, it's on the brink of erupting. So this is episode 1 of the maze, where amazing things can happen. So on that note, be good. I'm gonna chillax at the beach. This is my last beach day before I leave. And I'm gonna vibe out to Coco Loco for all my dogs, man. So be good. Love yourself. Love your friends. Love the ones around you. And drink some water, man. You need it. You're parched.